Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever just wanted to pack up that house, pack up those kids, put them into the car and head around Australia? Well, we've got a landlord that's done that, and we wanted to talk with you tonight, about Jungle Geoff and him packing the family up and going around Australia and us looking after his property, how it worked, how glorious it's been. Stay tuned. We're going to talk to Jungle Geoff just in a moment. Welcome, Jungle Geoff.
Mate,
Hello.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's beautiful here at Margaret River. How's it over in DY?
I'd like to say it's as good as Margaret River, but
It's better.
we could probably swap for 20 minutes if we could.
Funny.
So, Jungle Geoff, tell us about you. At the moment, you're on a campsite.
We are dead. So we left basically 12 months ago to come to Margaret River. We got as far as the Nullarbor Roadhouse. McGowan said, "Nah, you're not welcome." We had to turn around, and then we went from basically this side right across to Lismore. So everyone in your back of the woods will know Lismore. So we went from Nullarbor Roadhouse, Cobar, Lismore, and then we decided to keep the water on our right up to Cooktown, and mate, then it's across to Normanton and into Darwin, and then came into WA through the Kimberley, which is magical, just quietly.
How old's the fan?
Mate, we picked it up on the road, so we've been on the road. 11 months? We had the 7 months old, the van.
How old's the family?
Oh, sorry, the family 6 and 7. So
Yeah.
7 and 8. Sorry, they started 6 and 7, and now 7 and 8. So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. They're loving it.
Now, Illy, what do you reckon about this?
I think it's
Awesome.
amazing.
Huh?
Unreal. Well done to you and your family.
Yeah, cheers.
Can I say something? How'd you go with the drive with the kids in the car? I got 3 kids. I got 2 similar ages, one even a bit younger. I can't drive DY to Brookvale with them in the car, and without one of them jumping off. So, how'd you go with such a big journey? With the kids and everything.
Mate, the secret is audiobooks. So as a family, we've done the whole Harry Potter series, and
Wow.
that basically took the first 4 months of the trip. We loved it. And then we listened to Aragon, which is a dragon rider, and that was 3 months. So we'd be pulling up to these most magical spots on the planet, and we wouldn't want to get out of the car because it's a cliffhanger on the book. So audiobooks all the way, 100%.
All the way.
They can keep looking outside, and their mind is going into some crazy places. So it's awesome.
So, aren't you guys going crazy listening to kids' audiobooks?
Mate, Harry Potter's so cool, mate. And Aragon's even better than Harry Potter. So, mate, it's, yeah, mate. No, I thought Harry Potter was so well written, and yeah, it's great. It's been fun.
Everyone's got questions tonight, so we're gonna rotate them around. Illy, what do you want to know?
I want to know about your experience with Novak. So the way we got in touch with you tonight, Geoff, is we rented your property out.
Yes.
Yeah, and we spoke today, and I said to you, would you mind giving us a bit of feedback on your dealings with us? And you said to me, I won't just give you a review, we'll do the news together. That's how good you are.
Perfect.
Is that how it went?
It was so okay. Let's go with my Novak experience. Not
Yeah.
only from you guys were great. I called Mark up. Mark handballed me real fast to you, and you've been ultimately professional from the day and hour we met. So,
Thank you.
I spoke to the previous tenant today, and it was great. So we're super pumped. I think the brief's really simple. I want to travel around Australia and not worry about the property back in DY. And yeah, I think if you guys are doing that for me, and it's been excellent. So yeah, I appreciate everything that you guys have done.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Nice. So a quick question, Jeff. What kind of prompted this journey, if I can put it that way? Are you from the country? Are you from WA, or have you got family over there? But it's obviously quite a big process. What was kind of the train of thought behind it?
Mate, it's all about we've always, like when I was 22, I had a choice to either go around the world or go around Australia. And I always said I can always go around Australia with my family. And mate, my kids are the perfect age. They can clip themselves into the car. They can carry their own water bottle. They can walk. Mate, and you've got to do it. I think everyone needs a gap year with their family. I'm a big believer in and there's a lot, like there's a massive nomadic community on the road at the moment. If you just have a look in the background, most of these people are families who are either teachers or health professionals or that, and they're just jumping on the road and having a razzle with. So
Incredible.
So, Jeff, I'm going to dig deep a little bit. I'm not a spiritual person, but what's the nugget that you've had so far after this trip? So you packed your house up, for people who have just tuned in. You packed your house up in DY. You've rented it out. You've headed up all over Australia. What's the nugget for you so far that you've gone, man, that's what I want to teach people?
I suppose life's about stories, and you've got to get out there and experience life, and you've got to experience the stories. And there's so much to life. Like there's so many beautiful people on the road. There's so many beautiful spots on the road. Like we've been 11 and a half months on the road, and we're scratching the surface really. Just get out there and experience life, because it's a precious thing.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful. No, that's beautiful. I think we're good.
Stevie, now that you've seen, you might have travelled before extensively, but now that you've seen, the wider part of Australia, do you think you'll be coming home to the Northern Beaches? Has it swayed into other parts of, moving to other parts of Australia?
So we're lucky enough to have a little place up at Smiths Lake. We're definitely going to come back to the East Coast, because all our family and friends are on the East Coast. Like the West is beautiful, but it's a long way away. Yeah. So Margaret River, if you've never been to Margaret River, get here. It's one of those places. We've driven all around Australia, and I'm going to say it's the cleanest place in Australia.
Yeah. Wow.
So they look after it. And they should be proud of what they've done, because I think they're doing a great job over here. So but you can't beat Sydney. Let's be honest. You can't beat the Northern Beaches. You can't beat the East Coast. So we'll definitely come back there, but we'll definitely visit over this side as well. Yeah, the Kimberley's amazing. Like even if you're not going to travel around Australia, at least do the West Coast. It's magical.
So, Jeff, a lot of people, I reckon, like I'm a caravan owner, for anyone who doesn't know. A lot of people dream of packing up, renting out the house, and doing what you've done. It seems such a crazy, far-fetched idea. And I think the first thing people think about is work, and the second thing people think about is money. I think people all know their kids are going to be better for it. They all know they're going to be better for it. But where do you start, or how do you even afford to do something like that? Is it quite economical to get around if you've got a caravan and stuff, or where do you start, and how much does it cost, like per week, and stuff like that? Like it just seems like so hard from the outside to do something like that.
Oh, mate, let's be honest. On the road, you don't meet anyone that's cruising. Like it's hard work to travel with your family in a small space and pay the bills and the price of diesel and things like that, but the experience you get with that. So where do you start? You start by just starting, realistically. And I think caravans are gonna, with COVID restrictions lifting, there'll be a lot more caravans on the market shortly. I think, mate, it costs a lot of money to have a decent setup, but realistically it's a little house on wheels. And you can travel the best real estate in Australia. And you've got a little, mate, our kids love it. We love it. We'd like, where do you start, mate? You just start. Sorry. You just get on with it.
I think it's well said.
You ring Novak to do an appraisal.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you hear that? The hustler. What'd you say?
You ring Novak to do an appraisal. That's your starting point.
Yeah, mate, Sydney rentals, mate, if they're quality, let's be honest. Price of diesel is what throws you.
Yeah.
It's do the maths, and the maths is let's be honest, if it's break even and it's going to give your kids that experience, mate, it's a no-brainer.
Can you do it break even?
Yeah, of course you could. Depends how much you owe on your house, mate. So
With the rental return we got you today,
we're golden. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay.
You're golden. The 1250 week is placed. The 1250 week. The 1250 week has placed you well. You're going to extend.
Yeah. I think we've done a 12 months on the place in DY. So yeah, no, you guys have been excellent. So it's been, but yeah. And mate, and the big shout out to you guys and your sponsorship of Worms Bees Trees too. Yeah, so we still haven't forgot about DY Lagoon. We're still doing the Save Our Swan campaign. We're still firing that up. So yeah, watch out for more on that too. Oh, here we go. Just a local neighbour showing me some Indigenous artwork.
Who's that?
Hey, bro. How are you, man?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm going well.
What are you doing?
What are you showing?
What am I doing? I'm showing you some of this stuff.
Hold it up.
Hold it up.
Yeah.
Go sideways.
Cracker.
I'm going to bounce, team.
Okay. In you go. Mate, thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah?
All right. Thanks so much. You guys appreciate it. Take care.
Guys, thank you. Hopefully we've inspired some people to go around Australia.
I hope so as well.
You're a good man. Thanks for your time and drive carefully and watch those diesel prices.
Yes. All right. Cheers, team. Thanks so much. Bye.
See you,
mate. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
What a guy.
There you go.
Yeah,
What a
that
guy.
was nice.
What a guy. So, guys, that was Jungle Jeff going around Australia. What do you reckon? You got to have
I
some.
think it's a
you gotta
great
have some
idea.
balls.
I think it's a great idea. Hats off to the man. I've got 3 young kids. They love it. Absolutely love it. I'm sure when your kids were younger, they would have loved it. Nearly your boys would love it.
100%.
I think
You wouldn't be able to do it.
Me?
Nah.
I'm doing it.
Nah.
Will you approve my annual
Would you have the
leave for
guts?
12 months?
Yeah,
Me.
of course.
That's it, done.
Would you have the guts?
Going.
Would you have the guts to go around
we're all
Australia?
going. Everyone's
I
going.
would.
You would.
Of course I would.
Would you have the guts to go around Australia?
Yeah.
I would. Would you?
Guys and girls.
Would you, Mark?
Come on. Big moment.
No.
Why?
But you can't leave DY.
I just can't hold my breath for that long. I just can't hold my breath for that long. And look, I think I love my tribe. I love, like, we got our mums, our cousins, our family, our friends in the area, and I think doing something like that is just total absolutely beautiful to share, because like you said, you can't get that back with your kids that time.
Once the kids hit a certain age, it's going to be much tougher to do, and they probably won't want to do it. So
they don't want to know you at 13. The kids, I think 13 or 14, they'd be killing you in the car if you're going to go around Australia.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think with COVID, obviously, there's a lot more people doing it. You'd see the caravans on the road when you travel a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing. You don't have to caravan it, but I think there's a good message in traveling, seeing other parts of Australia. We take, we had the lockdown where obviously we didn't travel internationally, but even before that, most people would probably like a holiday to Bali or Fiji. But you can see with what Jeff's doing, you can easily get around Australia with so many good spots that, the majority of us don't even know about, and it's all right here. So I think that's probably a good message in tonight's video, to be honest.
And I can't help but to turn it back around to real estate. Like, the nice thing is for Jeff and his family is, yes, he's getting this experience with his family, but he's got a beautiful asset here, which at the end of the day is doubling every 10 years. Yeah. And I know this is only 1 of 10 years or 2 of 10 years that he's doing that, but that's a good couple of $100,000 you're making out of your property while you're in a caravan up north.
Yeah.
And also, his tenant moved out today, handed the keys over, and we found a new tenant today, and we got him $250 extra a week.
Good work, Illy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Team
Well
Novak,
done.
not
Team
me.
Novak.
Team Novak.
Now, I do have to add, Illy, that that his property was self-managed previously,
Yeah,
and it's professionally managed now.
yeah,
Where anything that can go wrong is program managed by us.
yeah,
But I think the big upshot, like you've mentioned, there was from one tenant to the next
Yeah.
that we found there was zero vacancy a days,
Yeah.
and there was an extra 25% in
Mm.
rent, just because. So if you're paying an agent 4, 5, 6% management fees, 7% management fees, depending on where you are.
yeah,
In Australia, there's parts of Australia that are around 8%, and there's parts of Australia like eastern suburbs where they're around the sort of 4s and 5s.
yeah.
Commercial property even around the 4s and 5s. But my point is, we're still making 20% on top of that.
Yeah.
So we're
And we've
doing
got
the
a
full
beautiful
service.
tenant.
Yeah,
Really
great
nice tenant.
Yep.
Really nice
That's
family.
great.
There you go, beautiful people. Have a great night. What's he say? No trouble. That's cool. All right, guys. Will you take care and have a beautiful time? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it, guys. Anything we can ever do to help you, with your property, we're always here. Any
Yeah,
advice?
24/7. We never sleep. 8978 6888.
Oh.